All right, this is John Krysinsky for Pittsburgh Sports Live and Pittsburgh Soccer Now. I'm very excited to have here with me as special guests someone Pittsburgh soccer fans might be a little familiar with as they're getting to know this past few months, and that's Michael Monsour Jr. And also with me is Matthew Sousa from the Alzheimers Association. Matthew, before we get started, can you tell us your role with the Alzheimer's Association?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the Vice President of Development over our Greater Pennsylvania chapter.
Okay, and then Michael, just in case people don't know, just tell us maybe in 30 seconds or so your involvement in not only supporting Alzheimer's, but what you're doing in terms of with Pittsburgh City United FC.
Yeah, we are a soccer team partner with the Alzheimer's Association, and I'm the owner and also head coach this season. So we're a lot of what we're doing is half of our tickets and merchandise are donated to the Alzheimer's Association, and also our focus is really spreading also awareness and community awareness and doing what we can. Even in these difficult times, to just be able to connect people to what the association is doing, and it's very important, and we're proud to be a part of it.
Excellent, and we're proud to promote this as much as we possibly can on our networks, Pittsburgh Sports Live and Pittsburgh Soccer Now. Matthew, Michael came to you. I'm sure this. How did all of this come together, and what is it like to see a soccer club representing Alzheimer's Association? That must be something. It's so unique.
It truly is, and Michael came to us as a longtime supporter, someone who's been a friend of the association for a long time, and who has come to us with lots of ideas over the years, and who has stayed connected, and someone who we know that always has our back. And so when he came to us, we knew that we had to sit down and just hear him out and hear what he had to say. And if you've ever heard Michael talk, the level of passion that he talks about, having a firsthand knowledge of this disease, having worked with folks in memory care units and long-term care facilities, along with his passion for soccer, those two things combined, it seemed like a really natural fit from his perspective. From our perspective, it was a win-win situation. First and foremost, spreading the awareness of Alzheimer's disease and all other dementias, and making sure that people understand that it is a conversation that we need to have within our families, that we need to elevate into our communities to make sure that we're approaching early diagnosis and providing the best possible care for our families, our neighbors, and our loved ones is paramount. And so whether it's a soccer team or the side of a bus, or we always want to get that word out there, and this was a really exciting fit for us. So we were really excited, and it has taken an amazing shape. I think the thing that is most unique is the level of involvement that the players have as part of this, because it's not unheard of for us to have support of major corporations or even sports teams in other places across the country. But that level of depth to get right down to the players, to help them understand the importance of what they're doing on that field, has an even greater impact than just making goals and winning games. And that's what's been really exciting about it.
And Michael, your involvement obviously goes back a way, and that was the first impression I had, that you're extremely passionate about making this happen. Saturday's a big day, is for you, for your team, for your club, and obviously for the Alzheimer's Association. You've expressed that already, I think, this week, and we've shared some of that. But maybe if you can echo some of those sentiments for us in terms of what this Saturday means for the club, and what we should look forward to this Saturday. Anybody who's interested in coming too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the most important game in our club's history. This was the foundation of what also helped inspire it. Not just my time helping with the association, my time in memory care, senior living, it was the effort of this day, the fact that this day in the walk for so many years has taken the conversation of this disease and the awareness of this disease and how much it affects people, and it's connected. It's connected this entire country to increased, funding for Alzheimer's research. Just more, the senior moment aspect is now gone, and that is from the walk. It's the very foundation, I think, what the walk has accomplished outside of the research perspective, and being a part of so many, like in the Westmoreland County area, and at the end of the walk, it's incredible how hard everyone works to get to that point, and then it's an incredible day. And then after that, I said, I've always felt this, just as a volunteer as well, but being a part of it, that, what could we give back to also those volunteers that are spending that extra time outside of a very difficult job in most cases, from a healthcare perspective, with lots of hours, to take the time and to commit, and for the association to be there for them too. We wanted to celebrate them, and that's what this game is. This is the beyond the pitch moment for us, and it's very important to me. It's more important than any championship, because championships are annual, and even though this is annual, there's only ever going to be the first of this. And for a soccer club to be founded on the principles of that celebration for the healthcare workers, considering everything, as you've seen, John, with the games and this season, it has been genuinely challenging with, as is with most teams. People are very aware, people are excited, and we're spreading awareness. At the same time, we change venues and things like that, and it's difficult. Sometimes we change venues the day before the game because of a weather situation or something of that nature. And, those things can be naturally challenging, and that happens. So to me, even though we are having the success that we're having, in our first year, and we've had the challenge we've had, it really just comes down to this one game and what we can do, and what we can do for them. So it's what we do really before the game that matters just as much to us, and it matters more than even winning the game. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's just the truth. I mean, I've told the players, I said, this being there in the morning, representing what this is about, understanding what this is about, because there's natural challenges. I'm sure, Matthew, we faced it on both spectrums in trying to do more and help more with the senior living communities. Some of them being, closed, just for outside people coming in and volunteers, and that's kind of gone in and out, and it's affected things that we'd like to do. So we just try to work harder on pressing, what we're about, and trying to get it out there that much more. And I mean, sometimes that's all you can do, is what I'm really proud of these guys, and I'm proud of how truly inspired they are about being a part of this day. And I think it's going to be an incredible event. It's at UPMC Graham Field, which is ironically purple, so which is perfect. It's a wonderful field. I think it seats about roughly 1,300 or something of that nature. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be an experience. We would love to do as much of the bells and whistles, so to speak, as like possible to really amplify that day. And we're going to have that. We're not going to, but the idea is when people come and the healthcare workers come, that they know that this team exists for them. I mean, that's really important. And this day, and the focus of this day, is not that we clinch the playoffs if we win, or we come one step close to a division title. All the soccer aspects of it, to be honest with you, are nice. They're something that today is kind of set on the side. The importance is that the opportunity to see a bunch of incredible individuals playing their heart out. I mean, that's one aspect with our team is they are motivated by having the sense of purpose, and this day is a celebration for that. So
well, and I was going to say, go ahead, Matthew.
Yeah, no, I was just going to jump in on that, because I really appreciate that. I think there's something really exciting as a voluntary health organization. So an organization who is run on the power of our volunteers, right? Without those folks who give of their own time after hours, after work, after caregiving for someone all day long, that they see volunteering for us as an hour-long respite sometimes, which blows my mind. we're so fortunate that we'll have the team there volunteering on walk day. Walk day for us, particularly the Pittsburgh Walk to End Alzheimer's, is our Super Bowl, our World Cup, to make a more appropriate analogy. It is that moment for us that brings all of our folks together who've been working so hard all year. And my hope is, and what we'll see with the players volunteering, and we'll have them a mix of doing all sorts of things, from handing out water and cheering people on to kicking goals with kids in the corner of the field. Fortunately, we are on a soccer field, so that makes that a really natural fit at Highmark Stadium. But the thing that's so exciting about that, and what we hope, and I know that Michael says that winning isn't important, and well, I know that he's not saying that, but that
we know how much he wants to win.
But on this day that he's setting it aside, our true hope is that the players that morning get so inspired by what they see that loss is not even an option for them, that they will know that who they're playing for, the folks that they were high-fiving and bumping elbows and all those things and kicking goals with just hours before. And that's, I think, the most exciting part of this day, is where it really is just gonna come full circle for this partnership.
Well, it sounds as if it's already been a fruitful and positive experience for these young men, many very young men who are playing with the club. And, you know, they've had some exposure, and obviously Michael's passion has certainly rubbed off on them. And that's, from my impression, what I've seen so far. But there's a certain level of excitement for this day. And I think, Michael, as you mentioned, Graham Field, you know, it seats as many people as Ambrose Urbanic Field, or about half as many as Highmark Stadium. But as we've seen at Ambrose Urbanic Field, you know, if you can get a certain atmosphere going, people really enjoy it. And, you know, I had a group of our panelists, Pittsburgh Soccer Now contributors, earlier this week, and we got together and we were talking, and we brought up the Pittsburgh City United, and the one unanimous thought, takeaway from everyone on the group was more soccer is good. And in this case, more soccer is doing a lot of good. So I think that's to me, that's really one of the takeaways. So I just kind of wanted to share that. But before we go for any further, Matthew, please, if you can, give some more detail about the events plural. You have the walk in the morning and then the game in the evening. So just if you can set the table, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So on Saturday morning, we'll open up the field just before 8 a.m. Again, we're at Highmark Stadium this Saturday, October 16th. We will be welcoming currently more than 1,600 people who are registered to join us to walk in person.
Including me, I'm registered.
So yeah, so we saw your team registered, so thank you for that. We appreciate that. And, you know, it's an opportunity to gather in a way that, you know, in the last, I lose count of months now, but 20 months or so has been a really challenging thing. And as we're starting to open back up, certainly we'll be taking all the safety precautions necessary, as you can imagine. We'll be, you know, encouraging spacing and making sure that folks have the opportunity to have hand sanitizer and all those great things that we all know how to do now. But it means that we can be together. And Highmark Stadium has one of the most beautiful views of the city, as I think we can all attest. And so being able to see that on walk day as we hold our flowers in the air. So anyone who hasn't been to a walk to End Alzheimer's before, even as you can see here behind me, our Promise Garden flowers, each one represents your connection to the Alzheimer's disease or your support for the mission. And so we each hold up that flower in support of why we're there. And then we'll walk along the river trail down to the glass house and make our way back for what will be a really beautiful day. That walk kickoff will start right at 9:30, again with registration around 8. And then we'll let people loose to enjoy the day, which right now might have a little moisture associated with it, but our hope is that it will clear
Pittsburgh.
up. That's right. That's Alzheimer's doesn't stop for the rain, so neither do we. And that's our motto on walk day. And then we're hoping that people will join us that evening at 6 p.m. At Graham Field to be at the game, to watch the victory that Pittsburgh City United is going to take that evening. So no pressure, guys.
Yeah.
But we'll expect, so.
Matt, I think you just Joe Namath us. That's okay then. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's a respectful opponent, a very good opponent. But I can't tell you enough how excited we are to cheer for you guys. And that's for young people and even our veterans, for them to have an experience like that and just to be able, to see what they're fighting for us. We're thrilled, and it makes the whole season worth it. I mean, this is our cup and our championship. Everything else is kind of, set aside, because when do you get the experience? When do you get that opportunity to see what you're fighting for and to help support it the day of a game? There's nothing more inspiring. So we're very excited. And you'll get to see one thing that hasn't been released yet, but we've talked about it, Matthew, is the New Jersey, the Macron Special Edition Alzheimer's Walk jersey. Macron has been incredible over the last 10 days with a partnership to be able to get us a special edition walk jersey. Was really just kind of an amazing feat that they would, put that together and supply that for the team. So, that's a nice thing too, is representation. We'll be rocking the jerseys, and there's a beautiful custom design and whatnot just in tribute. So, and that's the jersey we're focusing on wearing for, the remainder of the season. So it's, yeah.
It hasn't been revealed, has it?
No, it has not been revealed. It will be revealed. Actually, it should be revealed tomorrow. So, okay. I mean, they worked so fast that in such a short period of time, as anyone knows how long it takes for jerseys and whatnot to be made and come about and ship over. I mean, it's incredible that it's ready in time. We're really excited. So, and of course, half the proceeds go to the association, which is really important. And now the walk has another shirt. This time it's a soccer shirt. But John, this is my World Cup. This is my game. I can't stop smiling about it. I'm just really excited to be able to see all the volunteers and engage in this and in this special day. So we're very honored.
Well, and I think this is a great time to do I think that you guys picked a really good date in terms of at least getting the attention of people mid-October. I think a lot of things are set up pretty well. So I know personally, I'm looking forward to Saturday, getting down there and just being part of something very positive. Matthew, any other things that people should be aware of if they're coming to Highmark Stadium, or Michael, if they're coming to Graham Field for the festivities on Saturday?
Yeah, no, thanks for that. I think first and foremost is truly to say, obviously the walk is part of us spreading that mission, but what our walks do all across the country. So we have over 600 walks nationwide that take place from late August until early December, depending where in the country you are. This is the single largest fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association. So this is what allows us to provide a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week helpline for folks to be able to pick up the phone and call at any time to be answered by master's level counselors on the other end to really assist families with anything they might need, to fund our research, to do all the things that we do to propel our mission forward. And so my shameless plug here truly is, as we look at our goal, we're here in Pittsburgh looking to raise $425,000. As of a few minutes ago, we were just at about $356,000. So we're about $70,000 short of our goal, which we are quite confident that we will get to that place. And we are seeing amazing work being done by our 1,500 plus fundraisers, including yourself, John. So to all of your viewers, they can get in there and make donations to your team directly, or they can join still. It's not too late to start a team, bring your family out, raise a little bit of money for the Alzheimer's Association, and have a great time. And then I'll pass it over to Michael for the second half of the day.
Yeah, well, part of that aspect of the fundraising effort, which is such a cool thing, having this, after the walk. It's always what do we do next when we leave, right? Like, how do we prepare for next year? As long as there's a disease, there's efforts that have to be made. And so we're excited that game and the approach, which you can buy the tickets on Eventbrite, give that extra opportunity, kind of that, here you go, let's start the new year. Here's the fund, a donation. and just get us one step farther. So the walk's all about steps. Well, this is in a lot of ways the celebration game is us trying to provide that next step, in the following year, to celebrate what happened, and then let's keep going, let's push and keep fighting. So yes, tickets on our Eventbrite and Ticket Fly, and there'll be tickets, of course, sold at the game, and it starts at 6 o'clock kickoff. Outside of that, though, Matt, it'll be great to see you. In person, we haven't seen each other, and it was a couple of weeks. We're so busy, or a month, like over a month. Oh my gosh, it's been nuts. We talk all the time, and they're wonderful. I mean, the partnership, they've just been great, and and you've been great, John, for your support. With the Alzheimer's Association, with the walk team, and having us on today. I just couldn't thank you enough. So
thank you. Yeah, thank you both for being here. And again, to recap, 8 a.m. Registration starts on Saturday for the walk at Highmark Stadium. And then I believe the walk itself starts around 9:30. The ceremony will start at 9:30, and then the walk will follow. And then, of course, 6 p.m. at Graham Field, really nice renovated Graham Field, where Pittsburgh City United will be playing an important match. Again, the opponent is, I fumbled that.
Sure Sports FC.
Right, Sure Sports.
They're in America. Yeah.
So, and they're definitely a tough opponent. So it should be a really good match. Can't wait to see that. And so, again, thank you both for joining us on Pittsburgh Sports Live, and look forward to all the festivities on Saturday.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.